Hello, welcome to a beer and a bet. Big week ahead, plenty of runners to cover, plenty of horses. We might throw into our black book or at least one beery. We'll get to Grand Carousel later, but we're going to announce the winner of the Gong Day tickets. If you want to get involved in the Gong Day, there's 7 weeks to go, Beery. It's going to be a big, big day. Did you see the message come through from Steph?
No, I haven't got to my messages today, man. Yeah.
Well, there you go. Well, if you want to win your free ticket to the Gong, you got to comment the Gong. Away you go. This week's winner, Aaron Maiden. There you go.
Oh,
So shout out to Aaron.
a
You've got a
maiden no
free ticket.
longer.
Very good.
Yeah.
That
No,
wasn't
I
scripted.
actually saw that. I've just been working on a bit of
Yeah.
material. That's
That's very good of you. So shout out to Aaron. Get in touch with Steph. She'll look after your ticket. If you've already purchased one, she'll get you sorted in whatever way you need, whether that's getting involved in the Punters Club, which was wildly successful last year. It's going to be a big, we're going to take a big swing this year. Warren Woodcock is going to take doubles the whole lot. Watling's going to be up. G Hall's going to be up. And Mitchell?
I was talking
Hmm,
to an owner yesterday
hmm,
at Hawkesbury,
hmm.
and he was at his kids' sports last weekend, and he went down. I think he's doing some like timekeeping or something, and the guy that he took over from was wearing a Warren Woodcock hat. And he said to him, "Oh, you weren't at the Gong Day last year, were you?" He goes, "Yeah, I was there. I was there." I said, "Well, that's it. It's a small world." But he's
So
still
good.
had the Warren Woodcock app on it at the sports on the weekend. So he's going to get absolutely rinsed this
Yeah.
year, like rinsed.
And he's talked it up an absolute treat, so which is even better. So looking forward to taking on Warren. He's a good man. He took the loss well last year, and hopefully he takes it just as well this year. Any updates on Footy or Salts? Are they coming up, or are they the appearance fees just continuing to sort of supply
Man,
demand?
they're booked out now. They're just like like the it beats a final boss,
Yeah,
or like they've hit that peak of popularity. So next year when they're
on the
doing
way
shift work
down.
and we'll be able to get them back up, but just can't afford them this year.
We'll have a chat with Fisher. I think we'll catch up with Fisher at the back end of the Melbourne Carnival. See if he's free. He might be able to pop up
Where
for the weekend.
about Fisher?
Loves the Gong.
Beatron 3000 on the decks this year. I've been practicing.
How's it going?
We could.
Well, who would you mix? Obviously, you wouldn't have Dale Braithwaite horses, but who would you like? What would you mix? What the two songs you'd put together, Beery?
Just whatever the kids are listening to these days.
Yeah.
No, I have an array of music, as you know.
Mm.
I don't
Uh,
see, we only talk about music I hate on this podcast,
yeah,
not things
true.
that I actually like. But
So you
no,
wouldn't try and mix a bit of Sweet Caroline and horses, put it that way.
no, mate. Honestly, I'm so excited for the Everest.
Yeah.
I think I'm going. It's going to be so exciting, but I'm just I'm just going to have to. I'm going to turn my back to Sweet Caroline. I'm
No,
turning
you
my
won't.
back.
You'll be
I
singing
will.
Kashi,
It's so shit.
Kashi, Everest Day.
Ah, I'm not charging, but I'm not paying. So, on those sort of days, you meet in the middle.
Gotcha, gotcha. All right, love
You
it.
know,
Yeah. All right.
when are your little snippets and backgrounds coming through from every corporate bookmaker in Australia with what you're going to be backing this year?
Looking forward to it. Couple heading down to Melbourne a
I
couple of
think a
days
few of
early.
those have gone under in the last 12 months.
Yeah, that no, they rarely lose. All right, Kevlar Grange, let's look forward. Great thinker goes 1,200 meters, rates on top. What do you reckon?
Yeah, to be honest, not a race that we picked out for him after he won his maiden, but that's a great thing about these provincial only races. You've just got to keep an eye on them, and it came up pretty light. So when the noms came out Monday, we just backed off his work and kept him really fresh. So yeah, he goes tomorrow in really, really good order. I thought his win was good, and home track here, he's run really well also. So no, I think he's probably our best chance for the day.
Naughty Sort heads to race five. Lee McGuire aboard.
She was good here the other day, but I'd be surprised if everything could go her way as much as it did first up.
Yeah.
As we sort of went through the race, she found the front. They walked and God bless her, we got away with it. But she finds a stronger race tomorrow, but is probably open to good improvement at the mile. But I think it's always hard to, win your maiden and then back it up her next start. But she'll be in the mix.
Love that. Galimi goes around in race 7, sure to improve off last start at Queanbeyan.
Yeah, last preparation, his first preparation, I took him to the bush first up just to get a win, and he did the same thing. He ran third and was disappointed, then came out and won at Kembla. So he finds it a nice little race. I think the barrier puts a lot of people off, but it's a long run here down the 1,000 meter chute, and I don't think you want to be hard on the fence anyway. So I think he's a huge chance of improving, and probably going to get a price about him. I don't mind him tomorrow.
His best wins, if he does what he did here at Kembla, third up last time around, he goes close. So let's see where he's
Blinkers
at.
on.
Blinkers on. We all need a bit of that. Speaking of blinkers on, where is George?
No, he's actually working. You've caught him
Oh,
at a
is he?
rare time. Yeah.
Shout out to Sam up at Port Stevens. High vis punters they are, is the name of their website. But I was walking down the street, just minding my own business, and I get this Gano. It's like, mate, anyway, lovely young gentleman named Sam, big fan of the podcast. Not a like he likes Beery, but a big fan of George. I reckon George has some swagger, which I swiftly replied to. He's got none. But
Mate, if you're going
I'll
to be
pass
doing,
the
I don't
feedback
mind a
on.
shout out.
Yeah,
I don't mind a shout out. I don't mind put the link up, attach the link, give them a reel. But if you're going to be doing these, mate, at least
spread the
spread the
love.
little love.
No, he's a big fan
Little
of Beery. Mate, you copped 150 bucks the other day. You can't complain.
yeah. And I shouted the staff coffee. That
Oh,
was
good.
60 of it.
The other 90 goes on. We'll work out what the other 90 goes later. Apollo Mission,
80
Zipperless go
go.
arounds. Both very much, well, I wouldn't say luckless, just didn't have anything go their way last time. Get a better tempo, hopefully, this time round, and both can be competitive here.
Yeah, it just couldn't have worked out any worse for them. I think it's good that Zipperless is drawn wide. He can sort of get back and get to the outside. And you know what? Apollo Mission, when you watch the race, you're like, vomiting
Mm.
profusely. But it's a good one, and I'm glad that I've come a long way a little bit as well, because after the race, when the dust settles and your emotions calm down a little bit, and you look at it, the kid actually did nothing wrong. They went really slow. He was down on the inside, and he couldn't get out around them, and he had no luck in the straight, and it opened up when the race was all over. So it's one of those ones where you really have to break down a bad luck and a
Mm.
bad ride. And at the end of the day, you can't jump over them. So I think it's really important. That kid, rang me after the race. He was really disappointed and he was upset and things like that. And I probably was too. But I've put him back on the horse because at the end of the day, he knows how well the horse went, and there'll probably be no one that wants to ride that horse better than him after having no luck on it. So it's a good lesson for me and for owners and things like that to say, well, okay, it's very obvious that the horse should have gone close to winning, but was it actually anybody's fault?
Yeah, if they had gone 20 lengths faster, we would have won. But
Yeah, they just walked.
that's the reality when you're on a back marker, and if they don't go quick enough, you can't win the race. It's that's why Winks didn't win them all.
That's why
It's not.
Grand Carousel didn't win at Hawkesbury. Don't worry about wins.
Oh, don't worry about speed. It nothing to do with the tempo. Um, Righto, Queanbeyan. Is it Geems or Jeems and Kings Exceed go around there?
Yeah, I think Games or GMs or
Gems, yes, of
yeah,
course.
yeah. So uh, she was disappointing first up, but again, got back in a slot. They walked and then sprinted. Doesn't suit her. She tried really well heading into it. Out to a mile, not that strong of a race. Really big improver. And I thought Kings Exceed. He tried well and just got spat out the back in the ruck, and nothing went right here at Kembla, and goes back to Queanbeyan. So he should be an improver. Um, but probably GMs is the pick of those two.
Really?
Yeah.
I like Kings Exceed.
Why?
I like
Oh,
Kings
so do
Exceed.
so do I. So do I.
Mm.
He's just I just wouldn't mind a couple of scratchings. Like he's still drawn a bit wide for Queanbeyan.
Yeah, fair point. Right, a few good horses trialing. We've got about 3 minutes before we wrap it up. Artful Persuasion, Done, Deadly, Hellish, Macho Grande, Empress Irene, Perchance, and Strassman. all go around there on Monday, all likely to go around. Out of those horses, who you're most looking forward to seeing, and maybe give us a couple to tune into. They'll be live on Sky Thoroughbred Central. You'll be able to hear
I,
Richard Callender just talk about you for 3.5 hours.
I know it only cost me a couple hundred.
Yeah.
Um, I think Artful Persuasion, nothing really went right last preparation that, but he'll come back and honest, he'll be that midweek Friday night level this time in. I really like him. He's gone along good. Hallish is a new addition, bit of a different form line. He's gone up there. He's been the king of cans, and sort of good to get an opportunity with him down here and see where he stacks up. He'll have a spin around, and a couple of young horses that are sort of kicking off to getting out to a trip. Some of the sort of more middle distance staying horses we brought as yearlings are starting to get to the trials now as early 3-year-olds, and their careers are kicking on from this point.
Well, let's hope that Monche Grande just jumps out of the ground. Couple owners in him that just expecting big things, and George, since he first arrived, said, "Oh, this horse is like good." Tried to buy some of my share off me. It was unbelievable. Said no. Um, but then he booked the most expensive accommodation in Wollongong for Gong Day. So turns out he might just get a free half share in that horse.
Oh, is he doing a trade off?
He doesn't know it yet, but he might have to um, after he steered me in the Grand Carousel yesterday. In fact, he would have to be the worst
You can't you
training
can't
tipster in the history of training tipsters, George.
you can't blame him. You can't blame him for Grand Carousel.
No, I know.
He wasn't wrong.
Yeah, no, it's a good point you make. All right, that's a beer and a bet. You want to get involved? You want to come to the Gong Day? You want a free ticket? Just write the Gong below. If you just want to come to the Gong Day, I think there's about, I don't know, 28 tickets left, 160 tickets sold, something ridiculous like that. We can try and ask them to extend it out, but I don't think they will. 200 might be the cap. Who knows? But get involved. It's going to be a cracking day. There won't be any G1 jockey. That's disappointing again. But there'll be beery on the decks. There'll be a punters club, and you could well and truly be like Hellish, the king of cans.
Warren Woodclock on the floor. Beery be on the
Beautiful.
table again. Be unreal.
Cashed up. Righto. We'll be back next week. The Gong.
Peace.
Get involved.